It's Canadian Tropicana, and just looking at the growing colony today. I just fed them their first mealworm, which they took in and just kind of placed it. There's a bit behind the queen there. The other part's over by the entrance. But yeah, they brought it inside, chewed on it a bit. Good for them. There's a bit of water that was on an old honey drop, and they were just drinking from that. You can see the queen's laid a lot of eggs right there on the glass. Ton of new eggs. Looking really good. There is a new worker there. It's hard to see. We're doing like an inverted video here. Yeah, that's right under the queen's head. There's a little worker, and there's also one at the base, but like, yeah, that worker's on it right now. And that one's about to close, so soon. We're almost up to 6. And there are 8 total, with a ton more brood coming. Beauties. Very active colony. I do have them on a heating cable. Not right at this moment, but they normally just sit on it, and that's where the brood is. It's usually just to the side of the heating cable for fast development, so it's always good. I did move them into a new test tube. I don't think I mentioned that yet. Obviously it's nice and clean, fresh water, all that good stuff, and a lot more room. This is a larger size test tube too, so they seem to be enjoying it. So I'm going to cut to what I wanted to be their nest eventually, but yeah, there's some issues, so here we go. So I was testing this out. It's a little terrarium I wanted to give to the ants. They're a smaller species though, and the problem with that is the baby powder barrier. They can actually climb across. I tested it with my Lasius ants, and they could walk on it, but when they went to walk on the glass again, they would slip, so it was almost effective. I also had 2 Formica workers from a queen that I lost earlier in the year. Yeah, I'm sure that was a boring picture there for a second. But they're actually still in here. They were pretty close to dying, but I wanted to see if they could climb the glass. They could, but they couldn't actually pass the barrier, so it seems like a larger ant would be more suited for this type of nest because they'll have a lot more difficulty climbing the glass and being able to scale the barrier right there. I might just need to apply more. I might try that first. The real issue I think I'm going to have is in the corners where there's the, what do you call it, the silicone bonding, the corner there. I think they'll be able to get up that. But yeah, we're going to test it out again. I'll do a thicker coat. So yeah, this is a cutting from one of my plants. I'm hoping it roots. There's a lot of little leaf debris at the bottom. I actually threw in some grass seed over there and right behind the plant here, and I will trim it back quite often if it grows. We'll see how that goes. Oh, there's the little Formica. So he's hanging right here. They're actually pretty old ants. They're over a year old, so they're in pretty rough shape, but I figured they could just live out their life in here. Poor guys. Anyway, so that's the idea for the Crematogaster Colony. I would like them to be in this type of setup. There's about 4 inches of dirt in the front, and it slopes up to the back, which is about 6. I do want to get some more plants for it. Maybe just like something small over in this corner here. There's a type of grass in the back I don't know if it's gonna grow or not. We'll see. So yeah, that's my plan. I was hoping they would nest under the rock there. That would be optimal. And we could just watch them forage through the undergrowth. Yeah. Anyways, I'll get back to the ants now so you can see how they're doing. Alright, here we are. So, looks like a worker is just having a drink there. Right on. Look at all the eggs. I'm gonna see how far I can zoom. It's probably gonna be terrible. Ooh, yeah, pretty rough. I need better lighting. I always say that. Big old queenie. Poking around that mealworm there. They seem to be really into protein, so it's a good thing. Oh, someone's feeding mom. Anyways, nice little colony. They're doing great. I'm really happy with how energetic they are as an ant species. We'll take another sneak peek at my Lasius colony in the back. So this is their outworld that they use. It has a top on it. It's pretty bare. There's actually plaster in the bottom. I think it's leveling cement for this one actually. And that's their garbage pile there. They always bring brood out to the corners. It's hard to see. Yeah. So they'll sit in the corner there and have like a pile of larvae under them. Which is fine, I don't mind. It's like a satellite nest. The cloth is reflecting. Anyways, that's their feeding dish. I just gave them some honey there, where the group is, and there's a mealworm. Oh no, foggy. Some more at the back here. Anyways, scoping around. It's their main little line of ants that usually go from the nest. It's gonna get dark. Anyways, that's the full setup that I have them in. It's a pretty good size too for an outworld. For how small the colony really is, I guess. It'll keep them there for a while. They have room to expand, that's for sure. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to end it here. And I'll get back to you when there's more updates. A couple more days, maybe a week. And again, a lot of these eggs will have hatched by then and probably be decent sized larvae at the rate that they're growing. So yeah, pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to this colony getting a bigger nesting area, hopefully in a terrarium. That's my goal, but I do have other nests made for them if they, I don't know, if the terrarium doesn't work. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.